Good afternoon from my new place. Today is Tuesday. It's 52 degrees, rainy, cloudy, windy. Drew's been dying to tell you something for a couple weeks, and we're finally going to tell you about it. But first, here's a lovely tree. Alright, you just measured the circumference of this tree. What was your conclusion?
96.5 inches.
96.5 inches.
Cedar tree.
And you said there's a guy who had cut down one, how big?
90 inches.
And you said you know where one's bigger.
I said I think this one's bigger.
We're not cutting this one down.
Never. Below me is something that was put here 100 years ago, and Jeff says I can finally show you, but he says I cannot get inside of it. We were driving over the top of this. There was kind of a fence row right here, so we would just kind of pull up and park right here, and there's just this big rock on it, but it's right kind of in this hole, and we just assumed that it was kind of to fill the hole. They got over here cutting this tree down back behind me, and got to moving these rocks.
Yeah, so it was a reenactment. We didn't know what was under there, but we figured, because it was all grown up and grassy and it just looked like plain old ground. Finally, the big strong dude picked up the stone and moved it, and then we found this metal underneath there, and we looked under the metal and thinking we might find an old septic system or something, and what did we find?
This well is 21 feet deep.
We got the tape measure out, didn't we?
Yeah, let's bust it out right now.
Yeah.
You already did it? Oh, good. 25-foot tape measure, starting at 1 foot.
What do we know about this well, other than we found it the last time I was down here? It looks like it's done by hand or something.
I just touched the water right now, and to the ground right here is 12 feet. So we're 12 feet from the water right now, or 12 feet from the surface to the
surface of the water. So how deep is the water down there?
Here we go. I just touched the bottom.
All right, you just got the bottom
Here's
to the top of the well.
But 19 feet actually. Let me see if I'm in the middle. Yep. I must have overshot it last time a little bit. I'm for sure on the bottom right there. 18.5 feet. So 18.5 feet deep and 9. What is that? What did I say to the surface? 12 feet?
I don't know. We got it on video though.
Let's see. 18 total feet deep, and I'll stop it when it comes out of the water. 18.5 feet deep, and $12 feet to the water. So we got 6 feet of water inside of this well, and it's 18.5 feet.
How big?
Deep.
How wide is it?
Well, the story that I was told was back in the early 20s, a guy came through with a 2-foot drill, and he drilled about 12 of these wells down our mountain range. And I actually filmed a video with one of the wells that's down at the very end of the highway, and maybe Jeff will link to it for me.
You think this well and that well are related?
This well was related to that same well, and I don't remember the date, but if you look back in my video, it says about
we'll
the time
find
that
it and put a link up there.
It says about the time that it was made on the bench. You know, they made it for it, but anyway, I've got
measure the width on that one. And that rock, it's rock line the whole way down.
That's 2 foot across right there.
Yeah.
And,
so they probably dug it and then they had to go back in there by hand and put the rocks.
My buddy up the road, he has one in his front yard, which he's built a tower on top of with a bucket, but all these wells were drilled at the same time by the same guy. He just came through with a 2-foot drill bit, and I heard it was in the early 20s, but maybe it was a little bit before that.
Wow.
So 100 years this thing's been in the ground.
And one of my first thoughts was, man, I gotta build one of those little rock cylinders up around it a couple feet and get a pulley to, because yeah, you can fit a bucket down there.
Absolutely.
In the 1920s and 1930s, that would be very useful. It's very useful now. Shoot, you can get a cheap pump, run it down there, and I could water garden or get the chickens some feeding water, as long as the water was good, which it probably is. Because if the water wasn't good, these trees would not be as big and beautiful as they are. And that one too. That one's huge. So this is a good find. Very good find. Another water well on my property. What do you think's at the bottom of that water well, Drew?
I think that there's silver coins down there. And what did I just discover? It was only 6 feet deep. That means I can touch the bottom now. Because before I thought it was 9 feet deep.
Yeah, but can you fit through 2 feet wide? That's the thing.
Is that a fat joke?
No. That's a...
I think I have to go down there and see if there's any coins.
Maybe somebody out there has an idea on how to pick up coins on the bottom of a 20-foot well.
What if someone like... What if somebody threw like an old gun down here? They just toss their gun.
Yeah. You never know what people throw down wells. You know they throw coins down wells.
What if there's an alien?
You know there's a coin at the end. Yeah. Somebody at some point in time had to have thrown a coin down this well. I'm not going down there. I don't think you should go down there either.
Well, 18.5 feet for sure. 18 feet 8 inches. Into the water. About 12 feet. Yeah, it's only 6.5 feet deep. I could totally get to the bottom of this thing.
Not today.
Today's a little cold to get wet.
Wait till after we've got the rope that'll go all the way down there. But wouldn't that'd be cool? Just build up a little rock, what do they call those? I have no idea. And then put a lift and have a water bucket, lower it down, fill it up with water, bring it back up. Plant some nice little daffodils and lilies and flowers around it.
There's 0 chance of me getting hurt inside of this well. It's been here for 100 years. We've driven on top of it and it hasn't shifted or nothing.
What, are you going down head first?
No. I have to get down there and then reach down and, like this, and then go get all the coins, all the gold, and then come back up.
What, a long snorkel so you can stay underwater for
Good idea.
I don't know, man. Spelunking in a 2-foot wide well is...
There's 100% chance I'm gonna be in this well. All the way at the bottom.
You heard it here first, folks.
As soon as it hits, whenever it turns to be 90 degrees outside, I'm going right down there.
Here, you take the camera and see if you can shoot down there better than I can.
See if I can get a flashlight in there.
Oh, I didn't bring my flashlight.
That didn't help. Do y'all want me to go in this well? I'm definitely going. Whenever I thought it was 9 feet deep, I just kind of out on it because I wasn't gonna try to get to the bottom of 9 feet. But I can definitely touch it. If I can stand there like this on the bottom, I can just reach down and touch my feet. I definitely would like at least a couple people here that could pull me up if something did go wrong, though.
Hey, we can
What's
hook
gonna
you
go
to a
wrong?
golf cart.
What's gonna go wrong? There's nothing that could go wrong. This thing's been here for 100 years.
To be continued.
Well, well, well.
Just a quick trip down here today, doing some scheming behind the scenes on how to get me moved, and we had another little adventure plan, but that fell through, so that'll have to come in a later date. That's gonna be maybe some more excitement coming up. You never know when we do scheming behind the scenes. Stuff out of the ordinary tends to happen, like finding a well. That was cool.
This one's a little more down my lane, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
See what I can do.
All right. That's all we got for today. Thanks for watching.
See you next time, guys.
Take her easy, everybody.
Alright, well,
So what's the verdict?
it's gonna be really hard to reach down beside me in such tight quarters, you know? But
So what you're saying is we need a small child. No, we're not going to put a child down the well.
that's a bad idea. No, this is what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, if the cops ever come, I know. Man, that is just too cool to me. I think that's awesome.